is a harsh reality that our school district, the nation's 5th largest, continues to face a critical teacher shortage with well more than 1,000 vacancies in Valley classrooms. Thank you so much for joining us on Channel 13 live at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Abel Garcia. Joe has a night off. Our 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears reveals CCSD might also be short on oversight when it comes to spending your tax dollars on recruitment travel.
For several months now, we've been investigating allegations of waste when it comes to traveling to recruit teachers. The process has been painful, with CCSD only painting a partial picture, sending us incomplete documentation and failing to answer follow-up questions. In fact, we're still waiting on information the district says it needs until next week to provide. Tonight, we'll begin taking you to some of the exotic locales where district employees have been traveling to recruit with dismal results. Money doesn't grow on trees, but in the Clark County School District, cash apparently can grow wings.
From everything that you've shown me and everything that I've seen, I don't know where the buck stops.
According to hundreds of pages of documents 13 Investigates obtained from the school district in an effort to recruit teachers, human resources staff have traveled from sea to shining sea and everywhere in between. Jackson, Mississippi, the City of Angels, Alabama, Orlando, Norfolk, Virginia, and Chicago, to name a few. Documents show district staff made more than 50 trips to attend about 70 job fairs, conventions, and other events in the 14 months from September of last year to November 3rd of this year, an itinerary that could crush a seasoned rock star. All expense travel on the taxpayer's dime, totaling more than $150,000. The district doesn't want to talk about it on camera, declining multiple requests without explaining why.
It hurts all of us when any one group in education is not being accountable for the way that they're managing money.
Education advocate Dr. Sandra Cosgrove is a history professor with College of Southern Nevada. She says one particular trip raises many questions and eyebrows. At least 17 CCSD employees flew to Miami, where they stayed for nearly a week at this beachfront hotel, aptly named the Holiday Inn Oceanfront. There was no job fair or education convention, but there were fireworks. The district organized its own event the week of July 4th.
Obviously, that looks like there's something wrong. I would want to know who approved that. What was the paperwork beforehand that said this is justified in what we're doing? And if that doesn't exist, that's the problem.
We found several problems with this trip. First, the cost to send a sports team-sized delegation was nearly $40,000. 29 grand of that came from federal pandemic relief money, ESSER funds, called the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Fund. We reached out to the feds to find out whether they think this is an appropriate expenditure of those dollars. So why did they need nearly a whole week at the beach? In a statement, the district said staff arrived in advance of the event to set up the location and promote it to the local community. Apparently, that consisted of spending $3,000 to take out an ad in the Tampa Bay Times and posting the so-called event on social media. It consisted of just 8 hours over 2 half days, July 5th from 1 to 5 p.m. and July 6th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
How many people did you recruit? How many resumes did you get? How many offers did you make? How many teachers are going to come to work in the school district?
In this case, 0. Nada, not one. The district confirms only 2 people even showed up and neither filled out an application.
If you have trip over trip over trip where no one is getting hired, then you need to stop that strategy and do something else.
But there was no stopping the CCSD jet setters. 2 months after Miami Beach and 1 month after school started, at least 8 district employees created a similar hiring event at yet another beachfront hotel in Hawaii. That September trip to the Twin Fin was the second Hawaiian excursion this year. 2 employees went on the first one in February, costing $4,600 tax dollars. We don't know yet the cost of the September trip because the district says they need more time to get those numbers. The district says 100 candidates showed up, 2 resumes were collected, and 3 were recommended for hire.
I mean, where I work, just to fly to Reno to go to a 2-day conference up there, I have to go through a travel committee, and my chair has to sign off, and my dean has to sign off. And the minute I get home, I then have to say, all those things I told you I was going to do, I did them, and here's the evidence.
We asked the district what their recruitment protocol involves, and they didn't answer, instead pointing us to this 5-page regulation about travel. Dr. Cosgrove says it includes no language to enforce and ensure maximum benefit. We did note that regulations require any travel outside the continental United States must be approved in advance by the superintendent of schools. Did Superintendent Jesus Jara personally approve the Hawaii trips? We're still waiting for an answer. We're also still waiting for another answer to a question we've asked multiple times. Sources tell 13 Investigates the chief and deputy chief of human resources were on the July 4th Florida trip, but their names are not included in the spreadsheet the district sent us. That raises a red flag considering district officials say they have to go to HR to get answers to several of our questions, HR being the very department now under scrutiny for organizing junkets. All this recruitment travel takes place against the backdrop of teachers who have been hired quitting their jobs. As of mid-October, there were 1,151 teacher vacancies. That number has jumped to about 1,200, meaning CCSD lost nearly 50 teachers in just the last 2 months. There are 460 long-term subs currently filling full-time teacher positions.
There's exit interviews for the teachers who are leaving the school district who are saying, I don't feel safe at my school, who are saying the work environment is abusive, who are saying, I feel like I've been thrown into a situation that I don't have training for.
Instead of spending so much money on recruiting trips, advocates like Dr. Cosgrove believe the district should use those tax dollars to address ongoing issues with things like student discipline and professional development, working to keep or rehire the qualified teachers we already have right here in Las Vegas. Because of the potentially egregious misuse of state and federal tax dollars, we asked for an on-camera interview with Superintendent Jara, with the head of human resources, with anyone from the district. Because we fight for what's right for locals, then there's got to be accountability here. No one will talk about this, and that includes the trustees. We reached out to every one of them, but none even responded. We will continue our reporting when we get more information about the total cost, which includes additional trips to about 16 cities between September and November of this year. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.